in North Dakota when I went to jail.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, I picked up since. I took 6 months off, but those holidays are just a stress motherfucker, you know?
All
Oh,
right,
I
we are
fucking heard it.
on Spreaker. We will be on YouTube, Podcast Addict, and Spotify a little later tonight or by early morning, depending on how they're dropping it today. There's a chat on Spreaker for tuning in. You can always jump in there and chat, ask questions. Tell us how ridiculously fucking retarded we are. We don't care. We like that. Be abusive. It might be fun. This is pretty much like we did one show this already once, and that was we kind of just came on and did the Living Dead Girls birthday party. But pretty much kind of what the show is. It's kind of like we just get on, we talk about reality. The shit's fucking with us, making us laugh. Just it's reality. Just when it shits on us, we come here. And we also like to check out, bring on some other artists, see what's going on with them. You know, just general conversations. It's reality, I guess. Pretty much. It's fucking hot, I'll tell you, that's my reality.
I heard that. I heard
I
that.
believe it is, man. All across the U.S.
Let's introduce our special guest here because we got the Gonzales House crew. We got Gringo Suave. We have Sparky over here, the fluffy gamer. And then we also have Blizzard McDab, right? I'm saying it right, right?
It's Blizzard MC Dab, man, but it's all good. I'm establishing the full name now, so I'm glad you brought that up so I could, make it clear to everybody. Blizzard motherfucking MC Dab, man. That's the full name, and feel free to wear that shit out, man. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And where are you out of?
I'm out of South Lake Tahoe, California, representing with the Reno Radas. That's my boys. That's my crew out there. We have a
Okay.
good time.
That's a mountain town, right? They got a lake, obviously.
Oh yeah, man. It's fucking small one up here. It's nice though. It's peaceful. It's quiet. Gets me away from the crazy shit.
That's what's up. I'm headed that way myself. Not to Cali, but more quiet part of Texas.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Yes, sir.
And I'm running around the trailer parks of Arizona.
It's the way to do it, man. Sunnyvale style.
Hell yeah.
Speaking
Something
of
fucking else.
animated series, it's freaking fantastic.
I had to check it out. My boy said they put out the new season, and
And it is gold. I just finished it today.
Oh, okay. I seen the first one. I didn't see the new one. I'm gonna have to check that out too.
Oh hell yeah, gold.
how are they doing Leahy's voice now? Or is he still? Was he part of 2?
He's part of 2. Yep,
Okay.
he's still part of 2. Almost everybody in there is there. Bubbles runs for mayor. That's one part. That's pretty dope. But beyond that, I'm not gonna spoil too much because it's gold.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I heard they were chopping in clips of Leahy's voice that they had on file already.
Yeah. I mean, there's
I don't know
a ton.
if that's how they're doing it, but I'm pretty sure they're still doing that if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, no, kind of like what they did with what's her name that played Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Carrie
So
Fisher.
basically, they just what they did is they took the similar sound tones and words and they just broke them all up into certain contexts and then just had a computer generate the conversation because he's no longer here with us, so they have to figure out some way to do it.
Right.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Rest in peace, John Dunsworth. And Lucy's voice is gone too. I could tell that was totally different. They put another actress in there.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are we talking about? I
Trailer
got total
Boys.
lost in this.
You said trailer parks. Some stoner's gonna. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
I mean, we
never
gotta make it a
gotten
shit
into it.
show, right?
Yeah, but I've never really even gotten into them. I just have to say. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's because I'm 42 fucking years old. Who knows?
Already lived that shit.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
My wife is, and she hates the show, so it might be that. You might just be old, Mike.
Yeah, hey, but I love me some Jay and Silent Bob and shit like that, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Remake? Or not the remake, the new one.
I want to see it. I'm excited.
It's good. We watched it the other night. I think it was on maybe Amazon.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah, it was out there we got to watch it for free, so it's worthwhile.
Okay, and not just for like your average like Kevin Smith fan, but for like a regular person.
What was that? Is it good for just the regular person?
Yeah, not just like Kevin Smith fan.
That's a tough one. I think it's very for the fans.
See, that's what I was told. Hey,
Yeah.
but he's also doing Clerks, and he's also doing another one too. He's doing Clerks 3, and he's got one more up his alley. I forgot what it was though.
Nice.
Right?
It's tough to get past Jay's grill because he really fucked it off with all his abuse. And
A lot of
you can tell he's like covering his teeth while he talks because they're bad.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. That guy went through it. Definitely went through it.
Wearing dentures.
Yeah, you always could. I mean, you think you had money, or we can have a Crown Royal bag. This is gonna be a new trend.
Yeah, right, man. Right.
From the fucking coronavirus.
You see the next
man.
Batman Bane's gonna have a Crown Royal bag. It's gonna take off, man.
Yeah, he's gonna use the Crown Black.
Yeah.
I got a couple. I just had to go the OG one to match my fucking hat and shirt, but they got a lot of stylish bag,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
they do, most definitely. I've seen somewhere where someone made pants out of all those bags. Like he sewed them all together, their pants and shit. I was like, damn, that's my style.
Oh, that shit's probably pretty comfortable too, man.
Is it?
It's all soft.
Right? Real soft on your balls and shit. It'd be all comforting. I could do it. Hey, if it gets cold up in Reno, I know it does, and like that's perfect like ball warmers too. Hey, but you kind of make sure you don't mix them up with the face and the ball one.
Yeah, absolutely not, man. That's towel rules.
You got to color coordinate.
Right? Hey, that's where you wear the Crown Royal black ones down there.
That's for the where the sun don't shine.
Yeah. Right? That's when you tell them, hey, you want to see my black part? I always jump to that one because my last name is Pryor, and I've always had people go, "Oh, you related to Richard Pryor?" So after like the 5 millionth time of being asked this, I tell them, "Yeah, do you want to see my black part?" And they're like, "Oh, hold on."
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to remember that one. My last name is McNabb, so I always get the same thing with Donovan, the football player.
Right?
I always get, "Oh, you related to Donovan?" And I'm like, "Come on, guys, like,
Yeah. Not
I
in
don't
this
think
lifetime.
so." But I don't think so.
By the way, Blizzard, we're taking Seth's virginity right now. He ain't never been on any of our shows. He's on our Facebook page. Yeah.
Welcome.
Right?
Welcome to the shit show.
Well,
Fucking
now wait till we take your
easy cherry pop in here.
It is. Later you get face first into the pillows.
right now I'm like peering over. We just got a brand new kitten, so like my older cat is not very fond of her, so I'm making sure that one doesn't kill her in the process. So I may like peer off to the side, and I am paying attention. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you want me to send Mr. Kitty Love'ems over there to take care of your cat?
There you go.
Yeah, for being the same species, cats don't like to get along.
They don't.
Reason.
That's why they're considered like with women, like more feminine, more feline. Women.
Won't they even eat their own young? Or is that something else? Yeah. See, that's brutal.
The funniest thing is it's usually the moms that do it too.
Well, they know they ain't got enough milk, I guess, in their nipples.
Well, maybe I'm part cat. Maybe that's what was wrong.
What did you say?
I said maybe I'm part cat. Maybe that's what's wrong with me and my mom's relationship.
I was a little lost there for a second. I was like, wait, what?
I had to stretch. I had to reach for that one.
Yeah.
Well, about our mothers, man, we can go all out on mine for all I fucking care.
Nah. Mother's Day just passed a few weeks ago. Let's not get into that.
Right.
He'll need that karma.
Mm-mm.
Fucking real.
No. Crazy. Like we just said, she brought us into this world. She can take us out.
Like that.
I have part of my mom with me.
Fucking make us.
Your mom's with you?
Yeah, part of her. Yeah. Like, she's in her main thing, but then I got her in some pill bottles too.
Oh.
I got to send them out to my family. Like,
Oh, okay.
he wants a piece of mom. Now we're making her into pill forms, and I'm selling them to junkies, just because.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
mom wanted.
That's
No.
what mom wants.
Suboxone of the living dead.
Hey, they can actually put your ashes in like a glass dick and shit for your old ladies and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that shit, and it's
Swirl it in
terrifying.
there. You mean like a twack pipe or like a dildo?
Dildo.
Oh.
Yeah, even
okay.
butt plugs. They have like a butt plug set too that you can buy.
Oh, Lord.
Just
How the fuck?
Imagine if one of those fucking corks broke and those ashes went and God knows what.
Like the glass see-through one, where it's
Yeah.
like a magnifying glass of the prolapse.
Call it out. Yeah. It's fucking
Right.
nasty.
That's some
Pink
raw
socks
shit,
in
man.
4D.
That's some raw shit.
It didn't take long for this show to go downhill.
It went to shit very quickly from the start.
That tends
I
to
remember
happen
the
when I
first
come around. That's a fresh Carnival of Carnage shirt there.
Thank you. It's Mars. It's Force 5 Records.
Okay. I just seen the colors. I just seen the top of it on my frame. I couldn't tell.
Gringo.
Yeah.
Gringo.
What?
Why didn't you tell me you were wearing yours? I would have wore my red Mars one.
Well, that would have been.
Carnage. Could have
Ah,
coordinated.
Y'all could have been styling like me, man.
I
Right?
like that. I like that one, man. That's sick.
Oh yeah.
It's really sad.
Thank you.
Just gave my Carnival of Carnage shirt away to one of my best friends today. So it's not
Oh,
good.
nice. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Get
pass
rid
it
of your
on.
futon?
Yeah, she actually took it too. The only thing I got left is the bed, the frame, and the box spring. So just
That's
trying to get as
pretty-
much time for the
Like-
baby.
I bet Mike knows, but in Arizona, in the South, you don't give away mattresses just because nobody wants them, man. Their bed bugs are rampant.
They don't want shit for it.
Oregon's
They
not
don't want
bad.
either.
Oregon's not bad at that kind of shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing you'd probably find is a crack pipe inside one of the box springs, but I mean, you could probably sell that for a decent price. You never know.
That's a bonus point and shit. The only time that's bad is if you're locked up and it wasn't your mattress and you just got traded and they found it. Then it's a bad thing. Then that might be a good thing.
I was
Might have a
driving
good
my
night.
mom around in a car that was given to me when I got here to Texas, right? And I'd had it. I took it to Phoenix and back. My first trip back to Phoenix when I came out here. And like a month later, I was driving her around and she reaches up in the visor. She's like, is that a crack pipe? I guess from the person who gave it to me. No wonder he put it together from salvage title and junkyard parts in 4 days.
Motherfucker was like the mechanic Jesus.
Right?
I will make this car rise. 4 days.
It's gonna fit. Fuck it. Hey, you got some duct tape? Let's do the shit.
Basically, hey, it ran for another, like, I wasn't driving as much as I do now, so it got me probably another 15,000 miles, but that was over 2-3 years. So
Oh,
once I had the kid, though, it was nowhere near safe enough to put her in. So
hey, give that dude another crack pipe and tell him to make me a car too.
right, here's a 50 rock, bro. Get to it.
We'll go to Phoenix. We'll find that shit. Be like, where's some hard? I need this guy to build me a car. We need scraps.
I got shit to do today.
We got to knock this out. He's got a party later, and he's the only one invited. We got to go.
That's like a necro track. I need
Necro,
for-
yeah.
Yes.
I knew you
Got a
checked
to
that
go
one.
to. I'm the only one invited.
Yeah.
Great house for that little white mouse. And when I finally find it, I snort the whole house.
It sounded reasonable. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Facts, I heard that song before I heard LL Cool J's I Need Love.
Did you?
Yes.
See,
And
I'm
when
old.
I heard that, it finally all made sense. I was like, what?
I heard it the other way and shit, and it was my addiction and shit. Me and my brother, we'd be like, fuck, dude, ain't nothing. We're sick. We're sick. We're sick. And I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm going to play the song. I keep playing the song over again. And eventually we got up. We made some shit happen, though. That song was motivation or Little White Soxy Cotton. Like, oh, fuck. Okay, let's go handle this shit. We're
Oh,
going
yeah.
on a walk.
Hell yeah. No, I feel it, man. You find inspiration in strange songs. You know what I mean? Just like if it's that intense, like, you know, grinding shit. Like I get motivated by weird ass songs sometimes. You know, it'll be some hustling ass shit, but it makes me want to get out and hone my craft. Do some more.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's the way it is. So let's talk about your craft. I stole one of your songs today.
I heard. I was very happy. Thank you, man. Thank you for the
You're very
airplay. I
welcome.
appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I'll keep it on here, and whatever else you send me, I'll put it on. Much love.
Absolutely.
Let's
Hell yeah.
introduce it. The name. How did you get into it? All the basic questions. Tell us about yourself.
All right, man. South Lake Tahoe, California, man. I've been here a lot of my life. I was born in LA, came here, family got away from all the crazy shit. Um, Started rapping when I was like 17. Been in the game 10 years doing this shit. If you've ever been to South Lake Tahoe, it's a blizzard here like 9 months of the fucking year. So that's how I came up with Blizzard. And then the MC Dab is just a play on my last name, McNabb. I added that to, establish myself away from the other artists who call themselves Blizzard, because there's so many people calling themselves Blizzard. So, going forward, pushing my stuff on major streaming platforms, I had to, come up with the full name and put it all together just to stand out a little better. So that's where the name came from, got 15 albums out over the last 10 years, between LPs, EPs, handfuls of singles out there. I've produced a handful of, motherfuckers' first records for them, their first songs for them. I always welcome anybody in the studio to come fuck around, try to learn, try to tap into that potential that they got, because I just love the industry. I like to fuck around. I like to have fun with it and learn, even inexperienced people teach me new things every single day.
That's freaking
That's
dope.
true. You just got to know where to look. You'll
Yeah.
learn something.
Yeah, no, everybody's got a story to tell, a lesson to teach, something like that. I just try to keep an open mind and really, explore the opportunities whenever I'm working with somebody, and see what we can learn from each other.
Yeah, bro, you hit me up. I seen a couple of your things saying you hit me up, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. This is like the passion and shit I like. Like you're excited, you just want to do something. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. This is what I want. This is what brings me back into doing what I like to do. I like to do these fun shows, and I like to do the more straight to couch ones where like we're getting serious, like shit. Like I'm kind of different vibe with it lately, but I really like the excitement. I like people that are into what they're doing, not just for money and career and shit. Like you got to have some fun with this shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. No, and that's what it's about. Like I've heard a lot of people, even like especially lately, telling me like the day I get tired of that shit's the day I'm gonna put it down. So I've just been trying to, keep it fresh for me. Like I said, I've been doing it 10 years at this point. So I'm trying to, go out, explore more, see new cities I haven't seen, go, do collabs with artists I never worked with, come on to shows that I, have inspired me. Like I watch the couch sessions all the fucking time, and like you've had a handful of people I look up to on there, underrated from Potluck, Big Hoss and Saint Dog, fucking with Scribble, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the homies, you know, a lot of the people I got a lot of respect for. So it's as much as I'm like enjoying it for the exposure, I am just like blessed to be here for the opportunity, you know, to be on like the same stage in a sense as some of the other people I look up to and respect.
Oh hell yeah, man.
Well, I'm actually that's fucking dope. Like that just caught
Yeah.
me. Like that's fucking dope, bro. Fuck yeah, I'm glad you came on, man. Like,
No, man, I appreciate it. I really
dope.
do.
Hey,
I've
cause
watched
you
the
know,
shows many times, man, many times.
here's a little factoid for you. One of my very first fans, well, two of my very first fans were that guy right there, Gringo Suave, and Scribble. Were two of my very first fucking fans. And now he's on, works with me, partners with me. Uh, we've known Sparky here from well, you were on Eastside Juggalos and Juggalettes, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you weren't on Hatchet Nation with us, were you?
I was, but it was very, very brief because I had just gotten on it, and that's when shit hit the fan, and I had to move to Nevada. So
Okay, okay. I kind of remember. So we all work together. That's one cool thing I think is like I don't have big views and shit. Although I gotta say, like I don't get a lot of huge hits on YouTube. But man, I'm looking at some of these IG videos I put out and Facebook videos. I'm hitting
Oh
wins
yeah.
like a bloody ruckus. I did over a year ago. Last time he got out of jail, I'll probably get him when he gets out of jail again. Fucking, it's just at like 600 views and shit. And I was like, fuck, dude, like 10 people tune into that, you know? But it's made its ways around. Same with a lot, old dude, Alan Wayne, the Prodigy. Like, I didn't know much about him except for he fucked with tech and shit. Got to learn a whole story on him, a lot of history and shit. He put my shit on Instagram. That shit's at like almost 300 now. I'm like, fuck. I'm loving
Dope
it.
interview, by the way. I checked that one out. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, another thing you wouldn't know because I've been slacking. I haven't put it out yet, but I actually got on a little freestyle I did a couple months ago. I actually shouted you out, man. I remember it's kind of a little dark shout out, but you know, it's something that you said that resonated with me. I'll give up a little detail about it, but when the boys from Wicked Tennessee Records had their accident, I remember you said, you said God needed a merch man, and that shit fucking stuck with me, man. And I actually mentioned that in a rap. I start off the song saying, Mike said it best, God need a merch man. Why the fuck I gotta be my friend? You know what I mean? And so I got a shout out to you. You'll hear that shit when it comes out, man. It's coming out soon. I just been, kind of slow on the production and cleaning up the freestyle vocals, but it's a cool track, man.
That's
Definitely keep your ears out for that.
that's where I came in contact with you. Was after Merch died. Rest in peace to Tim.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Rest in peace to the homies.
remember-
Keep the horns up, everybody. For the homies, for the dead homies. Keep the horns up for sure.
Yeah, my lady was late. My lady was late on getting it on her arm. And there's like you see the degree of the wicked tendencies. The first ones are real different. Tim's, uh, Mark Wolf, they're all different. And then like Crooks and mine are somewhat similar. So I kind of did hers in the in between, because a lot of new
Okay.
people got of it and shit. I was like, fuck that. We're giving you more old school. So I shot it on her. Mine's on my leg, dude. Fucking, I'm like, that's a hard one. See, here's some reality too. That motherfucker makes me and Christina probably cry 3 or 4 times a week. We missed him. I mean, I knew Merch pretty good. Like I like Merch a lot. I've never had no issues with that dude. And I was glad to have him. I was glad to have him on the show before he died. Unfortunately, the other owners of Loud Ass Radio didn't pay bills on their turn, and we lost that one unfortunately. So it kind of sucks, but we do have Tim still up though. We caught that one on video. I lost my train of thought because I was thinking about these guys. Like,
Hey, but that's a memory you got to keep. You know?
Forever, man. That's some shit you don't gotta forget.
right?
No, and it's it's cool to hear you talk about how much he meant to you, because I'll keep it real. I didn't even know those guys that well. They played a show with us on the Are You Mad Yet tour, the tour we did last year, man, and we came out to Pueblo, and those guys, man, they showed me so much love. They took care of me. They made me feel like I was at home, man. So they I connected with all of them and kept in touch with all of them, and man, I just it's such a hard loss for the industry, man, because those guys had a real hustle, man. That's unmatched. A lot of cats, don't take it that serious. And I had a lot of respect for that, man. The way they not only conducted themselves, but just the presence they brought to the room that night, man. They killed it.
Right? Yeah, there's no replacing those guys. I'm just glad, like you said, like I'm still at a loss for words. It still fucks me up to this day. Like I don't deal with it very well. Christina, she doesn't deal with it very well because like that man Tim, he moved us in his house when we left North Carolina. We lived with him for over a month. Like, dude, got me into this. I wouldn't be doing this without Tim Williams. He hooked me up with DJ Snickers from Underground Wicked Radio, Crooked G's cousin, and the rest is his history.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, once again, shout out Tim, shout out Marshmello, man. Rest in peace, you guys.
Absolutely. What else do you have coming out?
Oh man, so I mean, I guess I gotta talk about it. I haven't told nobody a whole lot. I've been keeping the music under wraps, just kind of slowly working on some stuff. But I got a cool new track coming out. It's called "All My Friends Do Drugs," and it's just a nice, like, upbeat banger. Just talking about some good times and shit. And I'm actually gonna be shooting my first music video in shit like 7 years, man. For this song, I'm gonna be putting it out all at the same time, man. It's gonna be a few weeks here yet. I'm still working on all the details of it, but it's pretty fresh. It's coming along real good. So that's the only single. I got the freestyle, and I got that coming out in the near future. And a couple albums in the works still. Some stuff I've talked about. We got a new metal album in the works. I've got a full LP I'm working on right now. The follow up to my last EP. Just trying to keep the content rolling out and keep the people satisfied.
Right.
And so I definitely got projects in the works. They're not like near finished by any means, but I'm working on it, guys.
That's legit.
Send me whatever you got out there, and I definitely want to hear that freestyle too.
Yeah, most definitely.
It ain't what it was. I mean, before I imagine any of our generation, maybe early days of your generation, music industry was still okay, Mike. But in positive news, people aren't pirating the music as much anymore. And our Warner Music is actually going to put out an IPO. Like they're going to get publicly traded. And you're
Wow.
like why in this time? But they're saying the music industry is just better than ever. Not better than ever, but better than like early 2000s when, Napster was taking everybody's music and giving it away. And,
I love Napster though.
even though Amazon and everybody's ripping you off on streaming prices because the artist still doesn't make much off that, especially if they're on a label that's putting it up front for them.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Like
Spotify is one of, honestly, between Spotify and Pandora, I think those are the two top ones that people are trying to get themselves on, besides like the Last FM and shit like that. But like out of Spotify and Pandora, Spotify is the only one out of the major companies that actually like gives a little bit more extra. They put a little bit extra of a nudge out there because you can put your shit out there on for free. You're not having to put any money towards it. Companies like DistroKid are out there that are helping people get their labels out, and I mean, it's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I use DistroKid personally, and I love it. They've been great to me, man. They've helped me profit tenfold off this shit. Yeah, it's nice, and I gotta give YouTube props. I mean, I know everybody hates the fucking ads, but if you got people watching your shit and watching through those ads, they pay you pretty decent, man. Give you a good little penny. It's not dollars on the stream, but it's nice.
So you mean like, I gotta watch the entire ad, or just until it can tell me?
You could skip it and everything, but as long as like people stick it out, because a lot of people they'll see an ad and they'll be like, up next, they don't even want to wait the 5 seconds for the ad. And
Oh.
as long as you stream the song, you stream the track, it hooks it up, man. And it's been one of my major payouts out of all the platforms I'm on right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Don't you
Yeah.
need like over 1,000 subscribers or something to start making money with YouTube?
Well, that's
Yep.
the thing. With my music, DistroKid profits for me
Yup.
because I have a specific channel through DistroKid. It's my Blizzard MC Dab topic page, and that's where all my music is uploaded. It's all on there. It's also on the Sumi Records YouTube. I do upload a lot to that still, but that's my personal YouTube. If anybody want to follow it, it's Sumi Records. But so the DistroKid, they hook it up pretty good. I appreciate them because they make it easier for the little guy to get their money, man.
Yeah,
You know what?
a lot of good shit.
This is why I don't play music over like the YouTube portion of this usually. You know what I mean? Because with Clip Grab, I already stole Chemtrails, so I know if I had played it on here, DistroKid would have hit me for it. But they don't catch me on Spreaker. I love Spreaker for that.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Don't tell them they're slipping.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
Bob?
all right, guys. Let me see where we're at. We're about an hour in. Oh, 31:22. Oh, we got on here late, didn't we?
Well, the recording's a little shorter than that.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. Well,
Okay,
it is
okay.
what it is. What else do we got tonight, guys?
I want to talk about some real shit going on, man. I'd love to use a little airtime to speak on this shit and talk about like the whole George Floyd situation, the shit going on in Minnesota right now, man.
Oh, dude.
I'm with that. I will be right back, though.
Yeah, man. Because it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I was looking at internet usage today because I just like to see how many you could publicly look up what's the percentage of the U.S. that's actually actively on the internet, and over 60% of the U.S. population was using the internet all at the same time watching the riots.
Yeah,
it's intense.
Every video I've seen, it's got thousands of views. Every single angle of that, what's going on out there.
Are they still writing out there? Are they still writing?
There hasn't been any notice of anything stopping. They just stopped airing everything because there's fucking buildings on fire, cars on fire, freaking people are just throwing shit at any freaking law enforcement that comes by, blocking traffic, breaking into shops that are nearby. It's going crazy out there.
And I wrote today too. I said it has a feeling of April 26, 1992. All over again. I had the feeling. I lived through that. It was already happening. I'm not saying I called her or anything. I'm just saying, watch it start popping off elsewhere and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I heard that. I heard it's popping off in LA a little bit too right now. That there's some protests out there that started popping off as well right now.
I believe it. I'm glad I'm not back home. I'm in Kingman. I'm from San Bernardino, but I was in San Bernardino during those riots and shit, and it was kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Because the whole world popped off that day. It ain't just in that Sublime song. These cities really did do what they did. Everybody popped off over it.
Yeah, I know it's not the most comfortable situation, and it's it's definitely scary times. But I gotta say, it's nice to see the fucking people coming together and standing up for what's right, and making a fucking voice for someone who died, bro.
I forgot who it was. Now, oh no, you know who it was? I liked what he said too, and he's from up there. Playboy the Beast, Billy Newton, was saying don't make this a white-black thing because it's not like that. Because if you see who's out there in the riots, it's Hispanic, it's black, it's white. Everybody's standing out there for that man. Everybody's into this, and this is what we need. It's about the low class and how we are treated. And I like your
here. Let's go.
Huh?
Why are we here? Let's go now.
But don't get me wrong. I don't want to take away from if we're being brutally honest, more black men are killed by police.
Yeah, there's a person.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make it a thing of race by any means. You know what I mean? Like that's not my culture to speak on. But I do feel for them, and I my heart goes out to the black community because this is some bullshit, man. And these motherfuckers been going through this shit for far too long.
And you got to think of it. They're the powder keg that's got this blown up. But if you really look at it in total, it is really the lower class. It is everybody down here that's getting mistreated. Because those people that get away with everything and shit, they're not from the lower class. That ain't no lower class white dude, Mexican dude, you know what I mean, out there getting a pass. We don't get those passes, you know? And it's unfortunate because there is some good cops. But like someone also said is, if you're a good cop, why aren't you standing out for this shit? Standing up.
Good cop, why are you a cop? I mean, this is my thing. Were they called? I've only heard clips on NPR, which is extremely fucking left, so I take it with a grain of salt. But were the police called, or was it like just a stop?
So I heard they were called. It was like a fraudulent check that they thought he was writing a fraudulent check. That's what I heard. That's what the news reported. Obviously I'm not, don't take me for the concrete source. But from what I heard, it was something to do with a check, and they were claiming he was writing a bad check, and then it just got out of hand quick. So and I could relate with what you're saying because I don't like to talk about it. It's nothing I'm fucking like particularly proud of. I've been to jail fucking like 47 fucking times, dude. So I've personally dealt with, some fucking crooked cops, some people flexing their authority, you know what I mean? And I don't want to say every cop is bad, but like you said, it is a lower class issue. I agree. But, right now I feel like, this is a moment for them. You know what I mean? This is their community going through it. And I don't want to try to change it any other way,
Yeah, no, I got.
Hell yeah. But when was the last time any of y'all called the police? A, if you ever have. But B, has it ever gone in your fucking favor? Have you ever got the fucking outcome you expected? Like,
I had to call the police once, and I also got part of a serial killer investigation. There was in Portland when I was going to culinary school at the time, where I was living. They just revamped the entire apartment complex, and right beforehand, it had been shut down because there was a whole drug ring going through, and people were selling heroin and cocaine like you wouldn't believe through that place. And that was actually one of the first places that started distributing bath salts in Portland. So because of all that, they got it quick and shut it down real quick. But some of the individuals that were living there were like serious known felons. This individual that I'm about to bring up. I don't know the name of the individual because I got out of that situation as quickly as possible because I was like,
let's not talk about that's like what happened with the police is all I'm interested in.
Right. So basically what happened was I came home, there was a dead body, I had to call 911, and I got detained for doing my fucking job, and I got grilled like you wouldn't fucking believe, and I'm just like, dude, I have an alibi here. There's nothing I can do but tell you what I've got.
Like
so let me ask, when they detained you, did they actually like take you into the station, or did they just question you on the spot?
They questioned me on the spot, and then they took me in. So they did twice.
And that's bullshit. And that's what I'm talking about in this situation. This cop can murder somebody and fucking he's free. He's fucking chilling at home. But if any one of us motherfuckers did that, we would have been locked up on the spot.
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't getting no food delivered to his house, though.
I heard about that shit too.
Yeah, everybody's showing up and like, oh, this guy, oh no.
I ain't about the violence, man, but again, I'm proud to see the people standing together and having a voice, To answer your question, I don't call the cops because, like I said, I've been to jail fucking like 40 times. If I call the cops, they're gonna beat me up. Like they're gonna blame my ass for that shit.
Exactly.
I could call them I could get my car stolen, call them, and they're gonna tell me I stole my own shit.
Yep. Or them, like
exactly.
Who. Yeah.
And it's a small mountain town. It's the same cops as when I was a kid getting in trouble.
Yeah. There ain't
same
no
motherfuckers.
That's why I'm next to the county attorney of the new town I'm going to. I'm like, I'm gonna be cool with this dude. He ain't gonna fuck with me.
Right.
Mellow. Keep it mellow.
Yeah.
We all
See,
too
I
old for
lived in
that shit.
San Bernardino, all the cops that I knew that were good cops were actually what they would consider bad cops. Because they let you walk on shit, they let you do stuff. But then again, I was a waiter at Denny's for 10 years. I sobered up these motherfuckers on their party days, took care of them when they came through at night. They knew all the shit I was doing. They just didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I've known good cops, but when they're good, they're usually bad. I've known a few unfair, but now get this too. San Bernardino County cops, they gangbang. Like they've rolled up on me and my brother back in the day, rolled up on us, thought we were someone else and shit. Lights on us, they can't see who they are and shit. Finally, they're like, okay, go. But they fucking said, we catch you back out on the street, motherfucker, we're taking your shit.
Mhm.
And I was like, holy shit, did this dude just gangbang on us? Like, oh yeah, fuck that shit. We were back out anyways, more bags and moving on the bikes again. Fuck them. You know what I mean? But they started gangbanging like, fuck this shit, dude. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't miss that shit.
No,
It's cool though. The Mounties up in Canada. They're just like, hey man, put the weed down, eh? Like,
okay, don't get me started. There's a show that was on Netflix. It was called it was like the Canadian cop show. It was Under Arrest.
okay.
Right? Okay, so like these people will be all fucking drunk and shit, like fuck you, and trying to beat the cop up and shit. They like get him down on the ground and they're like, okay, look, we're gonna take you home right now, okay? You know what? This is a booth. We're gonna take you home, and they take him home and shit. I'm like, dude, we'd have got murdered. Like just the way that they're super nice to these people and shit. Like, oh, you just slammed a whole bunch of meth. Well, let's go get you some water and take you home for a bit. You need a VCR?
Right.
That show's great though. Under Arrest. Every time I see a Canadian, I tell them about it. They're like, I don't think we have that on Canadian Netflix.
You know, I think Alaska's a lot the same way too, from
I'll
what
have
I've
to check
seen. On that, like Alaskan, I don't know, whatever it is, police of a real police cops of Alaska. They still be all right on that one too.
Yeah,
And you know, they're still homesteading in Alaska.
yeah.
Yeah, you can go up there and fence a property in a year and it's yours. Like, what?
What?
I have a
I
friend
didn't
that
know
lives
that shit.
there.
My wife just told me that. She don't fact check much, but I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, no, I'm curious now, man. I'm curious too.
Yeah.
That's like Slab City in Southern California, out there in the desert by Brawley and shit, is old military base. But now
Yeah.
it's just concrete slabs and a whole bunch of like homeless and hippies and people that come, the RV fucking groups come through and shit. And so
Yeah.
that's a
She
wild
said
little
there's
spot.
like 5 or 6 other states that do it. And yeah, it could be. Like if there's just open land like that BLM doesn't want and isn't a reservation already.
Right.
Yeah,
Good.
they gotta
Make-
have it populated somehow if they want it to be part of infrastructure ever, you know? Like if they want to build a highway through there, there's got to be a reason.
Right.
I don't know, man. It kind of makes you wonder what the fuck's wrong with that land. Why they just let you take some free ass land?
Right.
They tested nukes on that shit or something? What the fuck?
Well, dude,
Like,
all of Oklahoma was that way. The entire state, the whole westward expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fired a
They
gun
pretty much
and
had a
took
race.
off running.
Yeah, they had a
okay.
race. Where motherfuckers
Hell
are
yeah.
running horses shit. Like they made a movie about that shit with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. God, I'm fucking old.
That's why the college is the Sooners, the Oklahoma Sooners,
Yeah.
because whoever got there sooner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
Little bit of
Yeah,
history,
I
yeah.
learned something from this show.
Right.
Hell
that's-
yeah, hell yeah.
That's fucking scary. Yeah.
I can't imagine, man. But it was probably all kinds of Brokeback Mountain shit, like no in Oklahoma,
Right.
Texas,
Hey,
baby.
I will have to say though, there was a group of Indians got moved there in Oklahoma, and the spot they got moved to turned out to be one of the richest reserves, and that's the Osage Indians. And like a lot of people don't know, like they built their own government and stuff like the Cherokee and shit, but they were smart with their money. And they made a lot of money. Like the first American ballet artist, Her name was Maria Tallchief. She was an
Yeah.
Osage Indian. And the closest a native has ever gotten to be president was vice president, and he was half Osage. I can't fucking remember his name though. And like I can't even name the year. We'll go back and fact check that. Somebody will.
Whenever
right.
I first got into this stock market stuff, I was telling you I got into Chesapeake Energy, and they
Yeah.
basically own Oklahoma City, and that may be from that money or their reserves that they had. You know,
Right.
like
Okay.
they
Remind
they,
me-
Nice.
they died though, dude. I had to play that one smart. Like I made money off of it, but then it went untradeable for a minute on Robinhood, and they did a reverse stock split. That's the one I was telling you about, where basically I had 500 shares at like fucking 15 cents a share or something when I bought them, but all of a sudden those 500 would have been consolidated at 200 to 1. So I would have had 2.5 shares. It went up to $20 instead of 15 cents, but I would have lost fucking money, basically.
Right.
I got out of that shit when I heard that.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. We got anything else, guys?
Man, before we wrap up, man, I want to do a little more promo real quick if I got the
Do it.
floor, you know.
Well,
I've talked about it a little bit, you know, on my pages, on some of the other podcasts I come on. If you follow me, you'll know about Sumi Records Radio TV. It's my little network. We're launching a bunch of shows through. We also do interviews over there. We do all kinds of stuff. But I've got a new show all about marijuana coming out, man. Because anybody who knows me, you know, MC Dab, fucking obviously I'm smoking weed. But, you know, we got a whole new show about marijuana, everything weed. You know, it's going to have strain reviews. It's going to have funny fucking clips. It's going to have, you know, cooking recipes, everything you could think of, man. We're just bringing the weed culture to the people a little bit more. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be coming before the end of June. We're going to have all the promo and all the, you know, y'all going to get the sneak peeks here soon. But I just want to tell y'all, it's coming, man. It's coming real soon. And then I haven't told everybody about it. You know, some people who know me real good know about it. But the Sumi Records Battle for Supremacy video game is back in full fucking production. We're making that, you know, old school Mortal Kombat meets Def Jam Vendetta, motherfucking underground artist, you know, battling for supremacy. And I'm doing all the production on that. I'm doing all the coding. I'm making all the combos. I've designed some images, and I've also done the old school shoot with just like me in front of a green screen, you know. So I'm figuring out which style looks a little better, what I could do a little more with, and you know, how the flow of the game's really gonna look. But we do have the underground Def Jam Vendetta in the motherfucking works. So keep your fucking eyes out for that. If you, as an artist, or anyone you fucking know as an underground artist that might want to be in this game, man, hit me the fuck up and let me know, man, because I'm down to put anybody's ass in this video game. It's gonna be fucking fresh. Like,
Dude, Stoner Jordan would jump on that.
yeah. No, I know a handful of artists who are excited for it, man. But yeah, so Sumi Records Battle for Supremacy is coming out, man. It's gonna be at least a year, you know, realistically. But I am working on it full time. I'm solely doing it solo. So keep your eyes out for new video of that too. We're gonna be talking about that a little more, you know.
That's cool to know. Like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
I have to figure some more people out. That's cool shit.
Yeah,
I know
I figured this is the best place, man. The best place to bring it up, man. I haven't talked about it on all the shows I went on, but you know, I'm having a good fucking time. I figure let's talk about it. Let's make this thing, you know, a little more known.
Right on. Yeah, I know the game thing catches Fluffy over there, catches his
Hell yeah. He knows what I'm talking about, man.
I had to put
It too.
Yeah, because of me having a baby along the way, I had to put a little halt on it. But I do Let's Plays. So I do it for the PS4 because I'm a broke motherfucker and I don't have any other kind of money to get a PC or anything like that. But you know,
hey, PS4 for life, man. I rock PS4 too. I got a PC and I still play on PS4. It's
right?
a better community. It's a better community.
Oh hell yeah! definitely. But primary main goal, once the baby is around and everything kind of gets down into that normalcy, goal is to upgrade to PC and start streaming straight off of Steam. So
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna have Gonzo link me up with you so I can get your Twitch links and stream, stream all your shit, man. I'll check it out for show.
that's good.
Legit.
Yeah, man. I'm into all kinds of games. I play everything, man. I got all the consoles. I got shit on PC. I love it, man. Get out
I
of this world.
play with myself, but now my wife does it.
See, I'll get there one day. I ain't looking though. I ain't looking, man. Them hosts trifling.
Man, there's been like I'd say 70% decrease in gaming for me since my daughter was born. Like, I pray for you, man. I hope you still have time to do it, man. It's a bitch, ain't it, Mike? Like,
Well, my
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is
in the day.
once a month, maybe at the most. Like, I'm not thinking on doing it because, like, I'm already at the point where I'm already kind of getting to that point in my age where video games aren't so much as entertaining. But that's also because I've been cooped up in my goddamn house for the last like 3 months. So that's all I've been doing.
Right?
See, I got to be a completionist, like, in my old age. Like, I got to get that 100%. Like, I'm playing through I have saves of Final Fantasy 8 through 13 Lightning Returns, like, that I
Dude,
just haven't finished because I'm like following walkthroughs and getting all the way through it. I missed all Sparky. I didn't hear what you said.
I said just hop on to Skyrim and Fallout 4. You'll legit be spending like at least a whole solid the shortest amount of time it took to 100% it from records is 687 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, you'd be set.
I felt like I had all the time in the world, like working in restaurants, not having a kid, just I could play all night and drink till like 4 in the morning and go to work at 10. Like it was nothing.
I miss.
It's been about 9-10 years since I could do that.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
all
Gotta
right.
live a little,
but
bro.
you're
You
better
gotta live
for
a
it,
little.
Mike.
But I've already
We
lived
appreciate
a few
you.
lifetimes.
For real.
Now I got the little one. He's only 9 months old. I'm 42, so that's where all my time is. I'm sure we'll get into video game shit later on, but for now, it's just him and y'all motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Hey, we
Maybe.
appreciate you for that, though, man. We
I'm
appreciate you
with it,
giving
dude.
all us artists these opportunities.
I try, and I'm trying to
This
get
is like
back to
the best
people
time
that
I have
don't-
too.
What's that,
Yeah.
Ringo?
This is like the best time I have too. Like this is good. This is what I needed. I think the whole world has gotten what it needs now. My whole
Yeah.
neighborhood, kids are out playing. You know? They've all been
Hell
cooped
yeah.
up inside all day, but I think they spend more time in school now than we did in school. I mean, I didn't go. But like,
Right, though.
they're outside playing and riding bikes, and it's like they say, the earth is reawakening.
Agreed.
Oh,
Well, guys, we're gonna start in June doing the shit show on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Except for the 3rd, I'm doing Scribbles. Scribbles coming back on, so we'll have more shit shows on. I'll be bringing you guys back on variety of everybody. This has absolutely been great. Lash is gonna have to get out here and get to bed. Old people time and shit. Fucking, who do we got next? Okay. Oh man, Nasty Inc. I'm so glad he's okay. They were supposed to be on tonight. We'll reschedule that. We'll get Nasty back on. Next person is the Saturday is Mr. Fuentes from Funny Farm Records. Dude's fucking great. I love the hell out of him. This guy's on a little stop.
I gotta shout him out too. I seen him at the gathering and he is fucking fresh, dude. That motherfucker's got a hell of a stage presence.
Right?
Mr.
Yeah.
Fuentes is fucking fresh. I got his demo tape. He hooked me up, man. I kicked it with him at Peep This Shit, man. So yeah, I'll be peeping that Mr. Fuentes video for show, man.
you know, they say he was born in that suit and he never takes it off.
Nice, nice.
I
I
kind
like a
of
little bit of the lore.
Lums after him.
Hell
I
yeah.
was telling Mr. Kitty Lums is a cracked out Mr. Fuentes.
I can
And
see that.
Hell yeah.
then
Hey,
we got
I'm gonna have to link up with Mr. Kitty Lovums and talk some shit on this industry sometime, man. For real.
definitely we can do
Most
it.
definitely.
I don't know what
Hell
the math
yeah.
and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. You know, we're gonna get going soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell them like it is.
Oh shit.
You know how hot it is in here? I'm just gonna protest this.
And this Crown Royal mask, this whole motherfucking interview, tell me about heat.
Right? You fucking crazy. You're trying to grow a beard and shit under there. You know what I'm saying? That's okay because you want to be nice and long and luxurious and stuff. You know, you can pit it like a kitty and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fucking,
Hell,
I never know who
motherfucking yeah.
actually. I never know who actually really likes Mr. Kitty Lums because I pulled him out for King Relic's interview, and it was like we both kind of stared at each other. Even though he knew it was happening, we were going to do it. But then there's like I was on Tommy Lucero's live on Instagram, and I'm fucking proud of it. I made a comedian cry. He was fucking just taking his glasses off, putting them back on, just fucking crying. I was making him laugh so fucking hard with that shit. I just get animated and stupid.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
But
That's good. That's good.
Hopefully in the next year or so, I'm working with Brandon Disorder and my old lady doing a little gig called 3 Feet from God. So they're gonna give me the mask and shit and a bullhorn, and I get to act a fucking fool. So it'll be pretty
Yes.
fun.
Hell
I
yeah.
think. Well, gentlemen, blessings and shit. Fucking, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Is
man.
this
Thank
show?
you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys for putting this shit on, man. Shout out to all you motherfuckers. Shout out to the Reno Riders, of course, man. I appreciate y'all. Cheers to everybody.
Yes,
Love
sir.
y'all.
See ya.
The Blizzard MC Dab.
Yeah, no, McDab.
Nice, brother.
What am I, a Mick fucking chicken? Come on, bro. MC Dab.
I said it. I said